Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Olympia Soiree. Alright, getting on with Riku's route. I actually think we're almost done with Riku's route, actually. There's like 3 more chapters. We did get a confession in the last episode through very odd means. It was under a trial. I guess Riku under oath decided to confess his feelings for Byakuya, and it was originally for him going against his vow to not use Batsu when he's not supposed to. He was using it to protect Byakuya. But then the trial kind of shifted over to like who Byakuya wanted to be her husband, and just like, yeah, I want Riku to be my husband. But we didn't get a romantic scene in Yomi under the cherry tree at the bathhouse. I thought maybe it was gonna move on to the bedroom, but didn't quite. Riku is much too serious. He has to make sure we go through all the proper procedures. He's probably the type of guy who would like wait for marriage. And he wants to catch the people who tried to kidnap Byakuya first, trying to tie up those loose ends there. Alright, well, let's begin this chapter once or 100 times. This is just my luck. No, I shouldn't think that. Lady Amaterasu wouldn't be pleased. Inside the box was a single letter. It was addressed to the Blue District. Is like Riku there. I know he spent the night here in Yomi. He wanted to kind of get away for a bit. Is he still here? I wonder if Riku's awake already. I didn't see him at Kunado. I looked around the hall and found him sitting by himself towards the back. Are we gonna have some breakfast with him? Good morning, Riku. Ah, you're here. Good morning. In his nice little robe. Just relaxing. Are you going to Kunado sometime soon? As of yesterday, I've been suspended indefinitely from the military. What? Okay, that means, I guess that means he can pretty much go rogue. He could go rogue with justice if he wants. He doesn't have guard duty. Huh? It has been a while since I've had a rest. He calmly took a sip of his coffee. He looks calm, but I'm sure it hit him hard. I'm pretty sure he takes pride in his work. As I gave a sigh. Hi. Alright, you brought Daifuku. The Daifuku's like, look, it's the hamburger man.
Long time no see, Lord Riku.
Daifuku slipped out of my bag and jumped on top of the table. It's been revealed. We are Daifuku's owner. You're that white mouse. Daifuku, I want to do a formal introduction. Oh, do you know him? He has a tendency of running off at the smell of good food. Is that so? He did appear when I was having a meal.
And thank you so very much for sharing.
Daifuku quickly climbed onto Riku's shoulder. Riku's eyes gleamed with interest. He really did seem to like him. Ha ha ha! You're so friendly. I knew your owner was someone nice. I tried to keep myself from blushing. It's like, I'm right here. He actually used to live down here. I found him only when he made his way to the surface. Does he have a name? It's Daifuku. I see. He does look like one. A very fitting name. Camellia walked towards us, just as Riku was about to rub Daifuku's head. Hello? Okay, I was like, why is it taking so long in the game? Like, Camellia taking long to load in. Sorry for the wait. Our special chicken joe hamburger. Huh? White mouse. No, Daifuku. You're just in time. Looks like your favorite is here.
Do you mean I can have a bite?
This time, Daifuku's eyes gleamed with interest. He's Easily bribed. I've really pampered him, haven't I? Lady Olympia, would you like something to drink? Please have a seat and make yourself comfortable. She was trying to make it easy for me to sit with him. Thank you, Camellia. Riku, do you mind if I join you? I'm gonna have breakfast, probably lunch. Some people might have hamburgers for breakfast. Not at all. Please feel free. Then, Camellia, may I have some peach tea? Certainly. By all means, please make yourself at home. As Camellia took her leave, Daifuku's eyes shone longingly at the hamburger. This is a romance between Byakuya Riku, or a romance between Daifuku and food? Okay, pick. Do you like hamburgers? Daifuku's troubling you again. That's the correct answer. I'm sorry, Daifuku is causing you trouble again. Again? Ah, do you mean because of before? A little mouse fond of hamburgers is no trouble at all.
Lord Riku, please take Hime as your bride.
Riku, you must really like hamburgers. Like the mouse is just like cheering us on. We can't understand him. Well... You could say I love them. They've become a favorite ever since the Kaza treated me to one. He's blushing. Okay, like hamburgers, so I have to get so flustered. I wasn't allowed to have any back at the Blue because I was told it was bad for my health. And then they restricted you as a child, and then you got a taste of it as an adult, and you're like, yeah, I can't go back now. Yeah, I was like that as a kid too. Like at home, like a lot of stuff was restricted, like no sugary cereals, no soda. It's like, now I realize as an adult I could get like as many Fruit Loops or Reese's Puffs as I want, but then like now I'm not like too into cereal anymore. Anyway, I felt bad for him, but at the same time his response was so cute. I had to admit I was happy to get to know another side of him. So, do you like hamburgers? Well, I've actually never had one before. Is it due to abstinence? Nothing so strict. I just haven't had much of an opportunity to dine outside. If so, would you like to try it? You know, we're gonna share his hamburger. But that's yours. Don't worry about me. I can always order another one. It'd be my pleasure to share my food with you. Might be a bit much for like your first meal. Can you really be saying that to me now? I was sure you'd be depressed by the situation. He relinquished his color ribbon and came to live down in Yomi. He had been suspended from the military too. And yet, he looked very happy. He's like finally free. Well, if you don't mind. Riku nodded and carefully cut the hamburger with his fork and knife. Here you are. Let me know what you think. I carefully brought a small bite to my mouth, eating it with utensils. So I gotta show decorum. It's delicious. So this is what a hamburger tastes like. I'm glad you like it. He smiled as if he had done a great deed. His innocent smile was so delightful and endearing. Daifuku, this is yours. Daifuku took a big bite out of a piece that Riku cut for him. As I gazed on at the two of them, I suddenly began to feel uneasy. Is this happiness real? Things have been so wonderful since I spoke with Riku yesterday. So they're like, oh yay, like a husband and wife, just like a couple. A couple just sitting together, having lunch with their child, Daifuku. I was hit pretty hard on the head by those abductors. I'm not dead, am I? That's right. Do you have any deliveries today? Huh? Oh, yes. Your expression. You have something for the Blue. Well, yes. Do you mind if I go with you? Are you able to leave Yomi? It's not a problem. I have permission to pursue the criminals who try to abduct you. Pretty sure it'd be wise to, like, have a card on Byakuya at all times as well. I'll protect you no matter what. I prayed with all my heart that I wasn't dead. Oh, hi. Wakasa. Riku, have you seen the latest newspaper? Huh? The young soldier from before came running towards us as we made our way to Kanado. Is it about the trial, or is it something like canon cooked up? What? Oh, Riku of the blue and Olympia of the white escaped to Yomi, forbidden love. Oh, acting like it's some sort of lover's tryst here? What? Riku, you told me back then you weren't trying to get a head start. He doesn't care about, like, he only cares about, like, hey, I wanted to date her. How dare you, bro code betrayed. I'm sorry. I was so embarrassed I couldn't even look at him. I thought you weren't gonna get married until you were 30. I have changed my mind. No fair. Let me take care of some pending matters first. I'll apologize once everything is settled, so please let us through. Go through? You're not restricted? This is like, has no one, like, has no one told them that, like, he's allowed on the surface to pursue anybody, or there's, like, not enough information to divulge? I'm gonna find the scoundrel that attacked her. Now, if you'll excuse us. Huh? Scoundrel? Did I hear him wrong? No, you heard him right. He said it loud and clear before, like, he's going after the abductors. Riku, my deliveries are important, but do you mind if we go and see Canon first? I don't really want to, but I guess. Better give him a stern warning for printing that article. Leave it be. Huh? The article has already made its way to the public. And the article isn't wrong. I mean, it's not like... I mean, Nagusa's not gonna do anything about it because it's of the blue, unless Riku is, like, somehow tried as a criminal, then maybe he might, like, wiggle his way in, but... Don't let what others may think bother you. Yeah, and even if he did yell at Canon, it wouldn't change anything. Sure, but they're all looking at us. Walking through the Blue District was naturally attracting everyone's attention. Seemed like everyone knew what happened to Riku. Is Lord Riku gonna be executed? But he's so earnest and respectable. Just because he tried to defend us, Jesus. No one was really speaking ill of him, but they were clearly very anxious. The woman from that island was bad luck after all. Well, Lady Olympia prays to keep the sun shining for us. Yeah, like, doesn't... It's like we can't do anything without, like, someone getting arrested. I lowered my head a little as we walked. Suddenly, Riku held my hand tightly. Don't listen to them. We're in love. I know it's painful, but bear it just a little longer. He looked straight into my eyes. It's the same with that article. No matter what I do, it'll only make matters worse. I'm not ashamed of what's been written, and I do not think you're bad luck. In fact, I have never been happier in my life. What happened to you? Seriously, I must be dead. The happiness ending is just an hallucination. He smiled at me as he held my hand. If I were alive before, I would certainly have died by now from all this happiness. Number 86, was it? Let me call for them. Riku emerged with a woman a short while later. I'm very sorry, Lady Olympia. I've heard everything from Lord Riku. I don't know how I can repay you. There's no need to repay me for anything. I'm just happy I was able to make the delivery. She teared up at the sight of the letter. His penmanship, terrible as usual. It has been 3 years since he was exiled to Yomi, but he seems to be doing well. Thank you. Thank you so very much. She hugged the letter to her chest and bowed to me numerous times. Oh, it's like a happy ending. It's like what we wished would have happened with like Aohito and Aone. Soon she brought her eyes to me and Riku. Lord Riku, I read the newspaper. Everyone is aware now that you use Batsu on a person. I am truly sorry for what I've done. I am aware of the shame I brought upon everyone. Please don't say that. Yes, we were surprised to learn what happened, but... It was in the service of Lady Olympia, wasn't it? How can you be blamed for saving her? At least someone gets it. Like, jeez. Riku gave a small smile. Everyone was happy when Lady Rina was finally with child. Lady Shura was not blessed with any children, so the people of the Blue were all anxiously awaiting your birth. Is that his old family? But Lady Rina was in a delicate condition and was hospitalized just before your birth. So I have heard. We haven't really got to hear much about Riku's, like, parents. The road you see here was filled with flowers to celebrate your arrival when she returned with you in her arms. She suddenly showed a bit of hesitation. Oh my, I said too much. It's just that seeing you two brought back those memories. I love the sight of Lady Olympia's graceful dance, and I've attended all her rituals so far. I heard you can choose anyone to be your husband. I can assure you that choosing Lord Riku was the right choice. I really do wish only the best for you two. I wasn't sure how to respond. I looked at Riku. I don't wish to let down everyone more than I already have, so please pray that I can truly be her husband. My prayers will be with you. Now I should take my leave. She bowed once again, then returned inside. Let's take a walk. Just sure. The sound of his voice made mine come out a few tones higher than usual. We slowly took a walk around the district, admiring the beauty of the buildings along the way. I don't believe we've taken a walk like this before. Because I worried about what others thought. I don't blame you. But it feels refreshing now. But doesn't the article in the newspaper put you in a bad position? It is true that I have broken my vow, which I sincerely regret, but I am not ashamed about being with you. Seriously, what happened to him? I want to stand by your side with pride. Which is why I need to hurry and find my answers. His calm, dignified eyes froze me in place. Feeling embarrassed, I pulled down on my cap and tried to change the subject. How is it living at the bathhouse? The rooms seem very luxurious. I have no complaints at all. It's so comfortable I could live there forever. Shameful as it sounds, I was grossly mistaken about Lord Jigoku. What do you think of him? I heard he was cunning and a ruthless man, but the rumors were strictly that. Just rumors. You think he was like actually the Lord of Hell? He's like, he's playful. Tried to get us in the same room together. We could take any of the soldiers from the surface, but angering Lord Jigoku's a bad idea. Didn't sound that way from what I've heard. Maybe we'll learn more about Yosuga in the next round. Like, is he really that dangerous? For what we've seen, he's like, he seems kind of, he's like a fortune teller. He knows all sorts of, I'm guessing all sorts of tricks in the bedroom, because like he obviously helps clients like set up that in the bathhouse. And yeah, has a lot of like medicinal knowledge. I better not tell him what others have said. After all, I want him to see them get along. I patrolled Yomi every day as a soldier, but you see things differently once you live there. You're probably right. Yesterday, my family and the military tried to stop me, but I felt I should distance myself. It isn't that I hate them or anything. It's just that I wanted to think for myself and reflect on things as a resident of Yomi. I want to think about what my role truly is. Back to Yomi. With the delivery completed, we return to Yomi. Hi, Kaina. Approaching from ahead was Kaina, but he stopped suddenly as if hesitant to come any closer. Uh-oh. It is getting kind of late in the route. I wonder if Canon has tried to contact him at all? I forgot about what Kaina experienced with Riku last time. Oh god, it actually says create save file. Depending on what we say, actually gets us a bad ending. Okay. Oops. Yeah, right. Save over this one. This will be my file too. Okay. Huh. That's weird that this one leads us to a bad ending. Is like leaving Kaina alone, like a bad thing. Kaina isn't a bad person. That's the correct answer. Riku, Kaina isn't a bad person at all. It's fine, I understand. Riku continued walking calmly. Forgive me for the other day. Huh? It was my fault entirely. Please accept my sincere apologies. Huh? Wait, what happened? Where'd that come from? A soldier apologizing could give someone a heart attack. I'm not a soldier anymore. I've been suspended. Consider my apology a personal one. Really? But why now? It's somewhat difficult to explain. I don't mean to be withholding, but I haven't found the answer yet. He said answer again. It seemed to be something heavy on his mind. So you're apologizing to me without an answer? It's clear that what I said back then was wrong. The question now is what I can do to atone. What can you do? Riku, was it? You're not like the other soldiers. You're probably right. I took a slight step back. This is an odd interaction. I felt as though I shouldn't disturb their conversation. By the way, are you off work today? No, I'll be heading up later tonight. Then, don't you need sleep? I assume it would be difficult to labor without rest. Well, I've had a hard time sleeping. Uh-oh, something's going on. Is Canon gonna be messing around with things again? Every time I try, I dream of Tsunami. Should I intervene now? Tsunami was Kaina's lover. Which meant... Is she someone from your family? She was my lover. who was executed by you folks. Said too much. Oops. Riku's voice dwindled as he staggered a bit. I'm so sorry. I heard why you were sent here, but you really shouldn't be with the military. Look at how confused you are. Well, but while I got you here, you mind letting me blow off some steam on you? Please do. You're not gonna punch him, are you? That's gonna just land you in more hot water. I keep thinking about how it would have been better if I had been the one executed by Tomasogi. I'm sure she suffered pain beyond belief. Tomasogi forcefully drags out the living person's soul with Batsu, right? Like the most terrible way to be executed. I made her go through that. Well, if you ask me who was to blame for all of it, it was me. It was my fault for falling in love with the woman of the Otsu, even though I was of the yellow. He said he wanted to blow off some steam, but he ended up reprimanding himself, not Riku. Kaina's shoulders shook violently as if he was cursing himself with all his might. Sure, what I did may look evil and despicable in everyone's eyes, but I don't ever want to say that my love for Tsunami was a mistake. My vision blurred from the tears in my eyes. He had always smiled so brightly, but seeing him now, I can only imagine the pain he was in. I know what I'm saying sounds like nonsense. I'm sorry. I really didn't have any intention of blowing up like that in front of anyone. He's like, he didn't really blow up, he just broke down. Because no matter how hard I cry or how angry I get, it won't bring Tsunami back, right? After all, we were both criminals. When I saw you apologizing to me, a thought crossed my mind. You're going to be the next leader of the Blue, right? Maybe, just maybe, you can do something. Anything. If only she were still alive. I mean, Kaina was like a potential leader of the Yellow, right? And even he was punished harshly. If she were alive, I could at least hold her. Riku stared at Kaina in silence. I wonder what he was thinking after hearing such tragic words. You know, get him to think, like, is this suffering all worth it? Like, you should change something. You have beautiful blue traits, and you're well-bred. I doubt you can imagine what it's like to be a criminal or what the people of Yomi feel. But if you ever do become leader, remember what I just said, even if it was just for a second. Kaina rubbed his eyes dry and smiled again. Ah, that felt good. I think I can sleep a bit better now. Well, I better get back to the dorm. See ya. It was quite a storm. Jeez, just like emotional shambles and like bye. I was blown away by what he said. All I could do was stay quiet. Maybe this is my fault for bringing those two together. Kaina was always smiling in front of me, which is why I didn't expect that to happen. Olympia. Yes? Do not be too involved in that vendor stand. You have your rituals and deliveries to attend to. Huh? Now you're admonishing me? As I wondered what he was implying, I saw something bad coming our way. Why are you here? There you are, Riku. Sakio! Are we like, do we have to like set up an act or something? Uh-oh, did he see the article? Now he's probably mad. The white hem of his coat flowed behind him. The sight was nothing but a bad omen to me. I went to see you at Shikinjo, but I told you were out. Yes, I am thinking of capturing the criminals who try to abduct her. Leave that for the military to handle. You should not worry Shura like this. I wish to capture the perpetrator with my own hands. Have you read the newspaper? It's the truth. Do not be a fool. You understand your duties, don't you? Why is he getting so involved in this? I have relinquished my color ribbon, so I'm a criminal now. He spoke with bold, unwavering pride. As if nothing was wrong. What happened to you, Riku? If you aren't satisfied with my reply, please brand my cheek with the criminal's mark. Riku! Even if I'm shunned as an infidel, even if I live down in Yomi for the rest of my life, all that matters is that I'm with her. I held back the words that threatened to escape me. This was the battle Riku was fighting with his own words. Youth lends itself to making mistakes. Lord Sakyo. I plan on relinquishing the role I was given by you and the others. Riku, what are you saying? What is happening here? I owe my very life to you and elder sister Shura for what you have done for me. But I know the answer I have been looking for. All that remains is figuring out what to do with it. Go ahead and condemn me as you please. Ridicule me as a foolish man who disappointed you because of his endeavor to win her love. Riku! I will say it once more. I have trusted and respected both you and elder sister. No, I suppose I always will. Is Sakyo and elder sister, like, lovers? Seems to be lumping the two together. This is weird. Considering that there's a rumor that elder sister and Riku were an item. But I have decided to earn the role I truly want in life. Love is no different from a high fever. You may not mind the heat of this moment, but once it breaks, all awaits is pain. You need to have some time to yourself. Think wisely. I believe in you. And with that, the ill omen turned around. His white hem fluttered as he walked away. Riku quietly watched him depart with a strangely satisfied look on his face. Riku, I'm a bit nervous. Is Sakyo gonna do something? They're showing Sakyo a lot in this route. You haven't told me anything. Even now. Even if I'm shunned as an infidel, even if I live down in Yomi for the rest of my life, all that matters is that I'm with her. If only you had told me that to me. As I thought on about what happened. He seems to be like saying so many love confessions in front of like other people. It's like in front of the elders, in front of Sakyo. It's like, but he like doesn't give like a moment just for Byakuya to like be romantic. Olympia. Yes? I have important business to attend to. I'm afraid I can't walk with you to the bathhouse. Is that alright? What are you doing? It's fine. It's not far and there are a lot of people around too. I'll try and return as soon as possible. But don't worry if I'm a little late. Is he gonna do something dangerous? All I ask is that you please wait for me for as long as you can. Don't worry, I will. Well, I'll be going then. He seems so satisfied and carefree. Is it okay for me to be happy about all this? I wonder what his important business could be. Something bad's gonna happen. Alright, are we gonna wait here? With some time on my hands, I decided to help wash the windows. Okay. Doing what we can. This is probably the best thing I could do. I could help the bathhouse, get some exercise, and look through these nice shiny windows too. Shiny. Is it? Okay, now it's nighttime. I hope Riku's gonna come back. After shining a whole hall's worth of windows. Oh, he's back. Sorry to keep you waiting, Olympia. Riku? You seem more tense than when he left. I wonder what kind of business it was. Uh-oh. I hope he didn't go on like a murder spree or something. Considering there was like a choice that just happened that like determined whether or not we were like going to a good end or a bad end. Why don't we step into the garden? There's something I want to tell you. I'm sorry if my conversation with Lord Sakyo have been uncomfortable for you. That's alright. You seem to know him quite well. Lord Sakyo was from the blue. Okay. That's why he's like meddling so much. Similar to the twins Kaina and Kanon, your color traits at birth determine if you are raised in your color class or sent away. Using the twins as an example, both are born into the orange class. But Kaina bore strong yellow traits, as you can see. Not surprising, since orange comes from red and yellow parents. In a similar matter, Lord Sakyo is born into the blue with strong violet traits. He's like he does look like he could be on the blue though. It's like very minor difference. Thus he was sent to the violet class. Perhaps that is why he has a strong attachment to the blue. He has been kind to me since my childhood. I see. You already know I lack bravery. That I am not much of a man now. That's not true. Regardless, there is something I must confess to you tonight. Uh-oh. What is it? I braced myself for what was coming, feeling the seriousness in his expression and tone of voice. Riku of the Blue. Oh, against a tree. I'm a child of Hazushi. Oh! I thought maybe he was just adopted into, like, Shura's family. Huh? I was born down here in Yomi. When did they, they adopted him, obviously. Like, do you, like, remember? A single pink petal fell down onto his beautiful blue hair. Has he always felt like a child of sin or something? Is that why he's like, he has no confidence? That'd be kind of scary too. It was like, you're born from a couple of, like, criminals. And then, like, you're forced to, like, obey, like, a bunch of these nobles. Like, you'd be kind of fearful that, like, if you did something wrong, you're just like, oh, back down to Yomi. Like, anything could, like, take away that life. I am known by the public as the child of eldest sister Shura's oldest sister, Lady Reno, but it isn't true. Oh. Did they, like... I was like, did they, like, swap a baby or something? 'Cause Lady Reno, like, gave birth, right? Like, the lady from that we delivered the letter to, like, remembers. My mother was a Hazushi from the Blue who was exiled to Yomi. I was speechless. More so because I knew he wasn't the type of person to lie about something like this. Riku? Hazushi? My father was from the Otsu class. I do not know his name. I can only assume he was captured and executed. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the people of the Blue suffer from a high rate of stillbirth. So they came down here to the Yomi orphanage and just picked out a healthy blue-looking baby. It's like Hyrie also has like very distinctly like blue color traits. It's not like he's not like speckled or anything. Like just a slight shade of difference, huh? Can change your life. But that also kind of like begs the question, like why like punish the like Hazushi? Like they can still give birth to like healthy children that can also use Batsu, so it's not like they're losing the ability to use Batsu. If anything, it might make the children healthier. Might make healthier children who can also use Batsu. And it was no different for Lady Reno. She was weak and unfit to give birth. Sure enough, the child was born without life. Oh, and then so they did switch the baby. She held her lifeless baby in her arms for days. Then I was born in Yomi. I was a child of Hazushi. No one had expected anything from my birth. But for some reason, I was born with untainted blue hair. So I was taken into the blue class as an infant. All I could do was stare at him. At his beautiful blue eyes and hair. I was taught the truth by elder sister and Lord Sakya when I was 10 years old, as we mourned the passing of Lady Reno. Reno, Riku's foster mother and Shura's older sister. She passed away when Riku was 10 years old. It's like all these revelations. Okay, so we have like Karoba, who's like actually a noble, and now we have Riku, who was raised as a noble, but like actually wasn't. As expected, she did not live long. Until her last breath, she said again and again that she wanted me to become leader. I remembered when I first met him. He seemed serious and well-bred, and I could clearly tell he was raised in a prestigious family. But that was simply... I wanted to be more blue than anyone else in the world. You're like, yeah, it probably has something to prove. I needed to be more blue than anyone else in the world. I wanted to repay Lady Rena for raising me, and repay elder sister and Lord Sakyo for their kindness for guiding me to become who I am. Which is why I thought that this was the only purpose in my life. I believe Yomi is beckoning me to join those living there. So that's why he said that. So he's like, because he knew he was an orphan. He was a Hazushi baby. He's like, I feel like he probably felt guilty about it his whole life. And he's like, well, I should go down there. Like, I belong down there. So that's what he meant when I went to Doma's Manor to apologize. You told me. Huh? That you were only fulfilling the role that was given to you at birth. But that you wanted to do something yourself, even if it was something small. But that was... I kept telling myself that my role was to become a great leader of the Blue. But I started to have second thoughts after seeing you then and hearing those words. What is it that I need to do? What is my true role? Olympia. I want to bring change to this island. No one should ever have to shed tears like Kaina. But I cannot do it alone. Please, I need your help. Riku? I have not done anything yet. But I feel like I can bring about change with you by my side. I'll give you my word tonight. I will bring change to this island. No. I want to bring about a change with you, even if only a little. Please be by my side. Olympia, I believe with you with all my heart. I'm sure that you are the type to stay with someone who lost their color ribbon forever. Well, I believe that no matter what color I am or who I am, you will not look down on me. Various images of him flash through my mind. Images of him dancing, eating his hamburger, and smiling with his hand on a hot glass cup. So please be with me. Hearing his trembling voice brought me to tears. Did you need to ask? Do you think I would let anything like that change my view of you? Riku's shoulders tense slightly. You are who you are. It doesn't matter what color you are, whether on the surface or in Yomi, whether you're with the military or not. None of those things matter to me. I love you so much that waiting 10 years for you is nothing. Oh. Riku turned his face away. Poor baby. Oh, he's like just so flustered. Oh, I feel so bad for him. I thought he was. I thought he was like a prideful a-hole at first, but he's been like torturing himself like all these years. I could see his ears were bright red. Riku? I'm so pathetic. There you go again. You confessed your love before I did. I mean, you kind of threw it out there. You told everyone. You already told everyone. Huh? But you said it first back at the trial. That doesn't count. He coughed to hide his embarrassment. I said many horrible things to you when we first met. But I can say without a doubt that you aren't an indecent woman. You aren't a person I should avoid. You are dear and precious, and I want to protect you. Suddenly, I wanted to make a run for it. Now she's bashful. I couldn't imagine what kind of expression I had on my face. At first, I couldn't see whether my emotions were that of love or not. But I know very clearly now that I don't want to lose you. I want to touch you. With my own hands. His slender fingers gently caressed my cheek. If the people found out who I really was, I might have been sent back to Yomi. That idea struck me with fear. I desired a place in the blue more than anyone. But now that means nothing to me. He wasn't wearing his color ribbon, but he looked prouder than anyone else on this island. I have broken a rule. What rule? Whether I break it once or 100 times doesn't matter anymore. For you, I would do anything. But you are Olympia. I cannot tarnish your purity. So please, just run. Oh, is he because is he like touching us? He's grabbing us. What? Byakuya. You gotta touch him back. He can't control himself right now. Just get out of my sight. Stop being so being all tsundere here. What's the matter? I can't hold myself back. I'm dying to kiss you. Did I want to run or embrace him? Choose. I want to touch you even more. I mean, we could ask Yosoga to get us a room. I want to hold you in my arms. But I'm sure I couldn't stop there. Oh god, he's been repressed for so long. It's just the floodgates. If I held you, I would kiss you. So please, just go. And please don't stare at me with those eyes. Don't look at me with those loving eyes of yours. I needed to find a way to calm myself down. I cleared my throat quietly. We're in Yomi, in an empty garden. I'm not on stage. No one is looking at us. Pretty sure like Camellia. Camellia and Yosoga are probably like at the window, just like eating some popcorn or something. And now I finally know for certain you're my soulmate. You've heard about that before, haven't you? Yes, I have. Byakuya. That's my real name. Riku's lips made a small movement. Please call me by my real name from now on. I picked up a single petal that fell on his hair. Long ago, a shapeless god separated spirit crystal into two to create man and woman. Since then, humans have been born without half of their soul and are fated to search for the one who would complete them. Which is why when two such halves meet, love prevents them from parting ways. Love. Please, kiss me now. Once or 100 times. Oh. Oh, got another CG. Oh, how sweet. Such a dainty kiss. Finally we get some progress in the relationship. It is as though I had finally come in contact with the most important thing in my life. Our lips met hesitantly and with extreme care, as if touching something priceless. Riku! Which is why it felt like the end of the world when our lips came apart for a moment. That was short. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? I was gonna say sorry for everything. A person like me has touched you. I should teach you a lesson about kissing you again so you can't say things like that anymore. I gave him a gentle glare. Oh, but then I wouldn't be able to hear your voice. What should I do? Byakuya. I think we have another 99 to go. Huh? What? I just made myself sound so needy. It was just so hard to be apart from him. No, I can't do that. You just gave me a gentle peck and then you're just like, alright, that's it. I don't know what will happen if I kiss you again. Are you sure? We are still unmarried. Oh no, premarital kissing. That was certainly the truth. I should go back inside and... He stopped himself and bit his lip. No, before going back in, just once more. I closed my eyes. But beyond my eyelids, I thought I could see his beautiful blue eyes and the cherry blossoms. Oh, okay, we get to see the CG again. Is her hair turning blue? Or is that just like the shading? I hope he doesn't freak out when her hair turns blue, like the other two did. I could feel that he was a little bit more impatient than before. His sudden roughness ignited something in my heart. Oh my. His lips did not leave mine. In fact, they seemed to grow more passionate than that I almost couldn't breathe. Byakuya, I love you. My thighs trembled. I wanted to answer him, but I couldn't find the words. I love you so much. Riku. His warm breath made me feel a sweet sensation throughout my body. It felt as though he had such power over me, which made me flush with anticipation. I warned you. Now I can't pull myself away from you. You don't need to. Please, be with me forever. I wrapped my arms tightly around his back. Byakuya, my soulmate. The love flowing from within me bound me to him. It felt at times that we would rather keep our lips together as long as possible than breathe. Oh, there it goes. Oh wow, that's like little sparklies in there too. Little splotches. I love you, Riku. He took my lips and tongue with a forceful dominance, as he had his way with me. Okay, he's getting a little forceful here. My eyes filled with euphoric tears. You are mine, no matter what. At those words, the strength left my body. Should we get a room now, or what? His slender fingers slowly made their way under my blouse. Oh, okay, now we need a room. The coolness of his touch made my thighs quiver. I wanted him to have all of me. Just when that desire began to peak. Uh-oh, he saw the hair. No! Oh wait, is he just scared that he's touching a woman? Don't be scared of the hair, please. It freaked out the other two. I mean, it's clearly highlighted blue. He suddenly let go of me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't control myself. Okay, he's just flustered over the kissing right now. There's no way I can let myself be carried away out here. He shook his head with embarrassment. The places he touched felt so hot that I wanted to cry. You leaving me hanging, man. I'm sorry. Just now, your clothes. Don't worry. In any case, we should not do this out here. You're right. Let's go back inside. We both breathed regretful sighs and turned to head back into the bathhouse. Are they gonna notice maybe? Like, do we need better light? What? Okay, he saw the hair. Huh? He jumped back the moment we returned inside. Okay, just need a little bit more light here. Your hair. My hair? What do you... I looked into a mirror hanging on the wall. Ah! But wait, am I seeing things? Is it the trick of the light? That's right. Let me tell you something special. We girls on Tenyo Island have a wonderful secret. When you and your soulmate find each other and fall in love, you will... It can't be. Oh, I'm sorry to surprise you like this. It's nothing bad, really. Are you sure? I think it's permanent. It's just something unique about me. I don't think it's because I'm sick or anything. Even if you think that, your beautiful white hair is now... Really, it'll be okay. It's turning white again. I looked into the mirror once more. Okay, yeah, we just did some smooching. Didn't dye it completely. You're right. It's gone back to normal again. Riku had a quietly suspicious look on his face. It looks like it's back to normal. He's all freaked out. I'm fine, really. Don't let it bother you. Could it be a special power of the Tenyo Island White? As expected from Riku, he really is keen. Okay, at least he kind of like gets it. The other two are just like, I tainted you. Yes. So please don't worry about it. As long as you aren't sick. I'm completely fine and healthy. Well then, I guess I better get going. You're gonna stop there? Not going to the room? Wait. You're making deliveries tomorrow, right? Do you have some time to spare then? Yes, absolutely. How about we meet here tomorrow at around this time? Understood. Then I'll be sure that the escort is able to send you back safely. I will! See you again! I left quickly, unable to shake the embarrassment I felt. Ends like that, huh? So many things happened today. I finally kissed someone. So that's what it's like. I slowly touched my lips. His lips were on me, right here. I grabbed onto the balcony railing to hold myself up as my legs shook from the memory of it. That's right, let me tell you something special. We girls on Tenyo Island have a wonderful secret. When you and your soulmate find each other and fall in love, you will. That must be what my mother was talking about. Oh. Down in Yomi, what's going on? Byakuya. I'm scared. And sad. And filled with regret. But I mustn't turn away from it now. I promised you that I would bring change to the island. That's why. I'll end this once and for all. Oh, don't do something rash now. Next chapter, bonds. Are we creating them or severing them? Okay, something's gonna go down. Something's going down next episode. But yeah, that'll have to wait. I'll have to wait till next episode. Uh-oh, something's happening right now. Okay. Alright, let's cool down a bit from that passionate kiss. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a fun and relaxing time. It sure did feel like it took a while to finally get into like the romantic scenes with Riku. I guess it always feels like a long time. We had like that lovely dance like at the cottage. But then like there's a lot of in-between happening. A lot of misunderstandings happening. But finally we're reaching the conflict climax here, I'm feeling. Alright guys, I hope you guys are having a fun and relaxing time. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.